Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sammy Snake Racing YouTube channel. We have got a lap guide for you today, guys. So if we go up to the top right hand corner menu here, click on Sport, we will find a new time trial that has just been released today. Deep Forest Raceway Reverse in the DeLorean with sports hard tyres. Now we've done about 30-40 minutes, done 50 miles. You can see top right hand corner, 51.3 miles. And we've managed to set a time of a 1:47.8. I just wanted to get a time in the 47s. I'm happy with that. I'll leave it there, I think. P2 in the world currently, no doubt that will drop as the weeks go on. But it is good enough to create a lap guide for you guys to easily earn those 2 million credits. So without further ado, let's jump into the lap and show you a couple of tips and tricks to help you get those 2 million credits. Okay, as we start this lap, we want to take a nice wide entry into this final corner to try and get a really fast exit to carry as much speed over the start finish line. One of the first things you might notice is this is a short shifter, so at about 50% revs on the bumper cam, when the bar fills up to 50%, that's where you want to change gear. You also want to be as smooth as you possibly can with minimal steering inputs, so I take a wider line and try and keep this entry very, very smooth. As we come up to this first corner, we want to get as close as we can to this wobble knob on the right hand side, almost clipping it, but be careful not to hit it because it will be a penalty. As you turn it in just after that point, feather off the throttle to make sure it doesn't understeer, and then brake at about 125 yards out of this corner. Get it over to the left hand side as much as possible. Under 40 miles an hour it will start to turn in, and then before you even hit the curb, hard on the accelerator and get a really good exit all the way up this straight. When I was doing this lap, the ghost I was following was #1 in the world, Hull, and we were actually gaining on him here. Unfortunately, as soon as I finished this lap, he'd already improved his lap time. He's a very quick driver. But remember to short shift all the way down here. As we're approaching the next corner, our braking marker that we're looking for is just after the tunnel, the left hand side, these yellow barriers. As soon as you get level with them, I want you to get hard on the brakes, stay over to the left hand side, and what we're aiming to do is trail brake just under 50 miles an hour, get the nose turned in, and then hard on the accelerator to almost drift it around that corner. Again, we were making gains on the ghost there. Now these next corners are flat out, but just make sure you take a wide entry into the first corner. What I want you to do is try and straight line this into the braking zone. So 2 tyres over the right green, look for the final shadow there, brake hard, get it under 60 miles an hour, and then your acceleration marker is this tree. As you go past that, that's where you want to accelerate and try and get it drifting. The next braking marker is about halfway through the tunnel, hard on the brakes, get it to around 60 miles an hour apex speed, and then early on the accelerator. I'm a little bit too early here and have to change into third early to stop it from understeering. Again, this is flat out, but make sure you're smooth with your input so it doesn't just understeer onto the grass. And then the next braking marker is this 100-yard marker. As soon as you go past that, about 10 meters past, start braking, take a wide entry in. Again, try and get the back end sliding and then accelerate in second gear to kind of drift it around. And as you can see, that was good enough for a 1:47.848. What I want to do here is just point out, by not short shifting, how much time you lose. As you can see, the delta just shooting up. Now let's watch that one more time in the chase camera perspective. Now I'm not going to slow it down at any parts here because I think it's easier to kind of see what's happening with the car when it's not slowed down sometimes. So you'll see in this first section how we try and keep it as smooth as possible, widen the lane entries into the corner, lift off the throttle at this apex, and actually start braking and then lift off the brakes to make sure we get over to the left hand side to widen the entry into this hairpin to make sure we get the best exit speed. It's a long straight, so it's really important to get the best exit off that hairpin as you can. Now what I would ask, if you're not subscribed and you're finding this helpful, please do. Plenty of content like this, a lot of other stuff as well that is fun, live streams, daily races, challenges. We're on our way to 3,000 subscribers and we're only about 5 short, so any help is very much appreciated. Now what you'll see here in this right-hander with real time is how the back end starts to slide there. Did you see that? And then we get on the power nice and early in second and we catch it. It's a really good way to maximise speed around corners in this car. It's really important to straight line it into this braking zone here so it slows down. If you're turning and braking, the car will just understeer, so that line is very important. You can also see how we're drifting around these corners by using second gear and getting on the power early. It's not a full drift, but as the car slides and you get on the power, it just stabilizes it as it's sliding, and it maintains the exit speed. And you can see that much more easily from the chase camera. I think again we use the same method here. We try and get the back end to slide a little bit and then early on the power, and you can see how that works very nicely if you can time it just right. And there we go, another lap guide done. I hope that helps to get those 2 million credits for you and that gold time nice and easily. One other thing I would mention is that I changed the wheel sensitivity in terms of the rotation on my Fanatec DD Pro to 660. I found that helped me be a little bit smoother and control the car. So if you have a Fanatec wheel, you might want to try changing that setting yourself. But from the Racing Snake, it's over and out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, and thanks for watching.